What prompted you to start Protect Our Winters?
I started, I mean, I've been fortunate to spend my lifetime in the mountains. And I would say there was different indicators growing up on Cape Cod. We heard, I mean, at first it was growing up on Cape Cod, always wanting to snowboard and studying the Pilgrims, harsh winters, and going to my teacher, why don't we have harsh winters anymore? I want to go snowboard in the backyard. And so that was, that was way ahead of Al Gore on that one. But a couple alarming things going to Europe. I spend time in Europe every year, and just seeing in Chamonix, for example, you have this famous glacier that runs down the Vallée Blanche, and it's a very well-traveled ski run, and it ends, and they built a train, I think in 1920, to take you from the end of the glacier back to town. And then Porter, you may like, and then they built the chairlift to take you from the end of the glacier to the train to get back to town. And now it's an hour walk from the end of the glacier to get to the chairlift to get to the train. And so that was alarming. But then as I started coming back, it would be like come back a year later and go, I used to be able to snowboard right here, and to see this receding glacier. I mean, yes, glaciers recede a lot, but not at that rate. So that was first kind of major shock. And then the second one was I was in British Columbia in Prince Rupert in February, and I was with a guy who was 30 years old, and there was grass on the ground, and went for a hike up his home mountain that no longer operates, and he's walking up the hill with his buddy, and he's telling me about growing up on this hill and pointing out jumps, and he was just very positive and upbeat and proud to show me his resort. And I said, well, why isn't it open anymore? And he said, well, it just doesn't snow here anymore. And that was a huge eye-opener of, here's a guy who's 30 who saw his home resort go away. I knew I had reach to skiers and snowboarders around the world, and media like Powder that have been very receptive with Protect Our Winters, and I just felt like we need to come together and collectively protect our winters.